children, let's start our class. Welcome to Akshara Online Classes. This is Ghaffar sir, your physics faculty. Shall enter into the session. In the last class we completed about equation of motions. First equation of motion we completed, second equation of motion completed, third equation of motion completed. So even fourth equation also completed. Now let's do this equation of motion for straight line motion. How they will help you? Let us see. Isn't it? Yeah, Chaitanya, is my voice is audible? Chaitanya. 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 Are you there? Yeah. Is my voice is audible?
Yes, sir. Audible, sir.
Yeah. Last class we completed about equations of motion, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Today we'll discuss how to apply this equation of motion for a straight line. Okay? For a straight line, let's discuss. Yeah. Here, straight line motion means if the object throw horizontally, the object will move horizontal direction. Okay, that is called straight line motion. Yeah, for example, this is a road. It is a straight road. This is a straight road, straight path. On this path, if the object is moving, so we can call it this object motion is what? Straight line motion. Not only that, let me take this is a object is falling freely some certain height h, this is also called what? A straight line motion, because this is moving along the downward direction straight. So this is also one of the best example for what? Straight line motion. Even not only this, if you project with some velocity u upward direction, this is called vertically projected body. This vertically projected body also moves this way and coming this way. You can take this is also straight line motion. This is called actually freely falling body. This kind is called what? This kind is called what? Horizontal motion. This is called what? This is called what? Vertically projected body. This is called what? Freely falling body. These all examples for what? Examples for straight line motion. Okay, this vertically projected body, freely falling body, object moving in a straight line, these all comes under what? Straight line motion. Now what is the different kind of motion then? The different kind of motion is, for example, this is an object, it is on the surface. Now if you throw with some initial velocity, the object follow this kind of path. So this cannot call as a straight line motion. This cannot call as a straight line motion. Not only this, let us take any object moving in a straight line path. Moving in a circular path. This is also not comes under what? This is also not comes under straight line motion. Okay. If you see any pendulum, the pendulum is oscillate through and from motion. The through and from motion also not comes under what? Straight line motion. Even if you see any spring, this is a spring tied with a mass m. Just if you pull this spring, what happened? The spring will give oscillations. Understand? The mass will give oscillation. So this not comes under what? Straight line motion. Which one comes under straight line motion? This one, and this one comes under straight line motion. So our intention is discuss about straight line motion. Already we have gone through object moving in a horizontal plane, horizontal surface. Already we have given some examples. So that what is the thing? We need to discuss this freely falling body. We need to discuss this vertically projected body. These two things we have to discuss now. Okay. So how do you discuss this freely falling body? How do you discuss this vertically projected body? We'll discuss these two things with the help of equations of motion. Equations of motion. You know equations of motion. Can you tell me what are the equations of motion you have? Equations of motion. In the last class we discussed that equation of motion. Tell me. V is equal to u plus at, s is equal to ut plus half at square, v square minus, is it appearing? V square minus u square equal to 2as. These all things we discussed in the last class. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So by using these equations of motion, we'll discuss this freely falling body, vertically projected body. Let us start with the freely falling body now. Write down freely falling object. Freely falling object. Freely falling object. If the freely falling object, so take the diagram. This is the object falling freely. This is the object falling freely from certain height. Certain height h. Understand? From certain height h, it is falling freely. When it is falling from certain height h, how the equations of motion will apply for this situation? Tell me once again the equations of motion. Tell me. Equations of motion. Tell me, boy. V is equal to
U plus at.
u plus at. Next thing is what? S is equal to
UT plus half at square.
very good, ut plus half at square. Then third equation is v square minus u square equal to 2as. This is the third equation. Fourth equation is Sn is equal to u plus a by 2 2n minus 1. This is the fourth equation. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
So this is the way. But these equations, how you will apply here? Look at one thing. One secret here. The secret is you will apply the equations of motion for only constant acceleration. Understand? Any object moving or under the influence of the constant acceleration, you will apply these equations without, irrespective of the object, irrespective of the situation. If the object move with the constant acceleration, you can apply these equations of motion. Understand? Now here also, observe the thing here. This object is falling freely. When the object is falling freely, the object having acceleration, the acceleration the object having because of gravitational force. Since the object is under the influence of the gravity, so it has acceleration. That acceleration is called acceleration due to gravity. On the earth surface, the acceleration due to gravity we represent as g. Understand? On the earth surface, the acceleration we represent as g. The value of g is 10 meter per second square or 9.8 meter per second square. 10 meter per second square or 9.8 meter per second square. This any value you can take. Okay, 9.8 approximately you can take as a 10. Okay, this g value vary between them on the earth surface, since they are the two values we are taking. And the next, so obviously we got conclusion here. The acceleration of the body on the earth surface, what is that? G. This g is, this value is constant. When this value is constant, you can apply these equations. So I am applying now. So when the object is falling freely, can you tell me what is the initial velocity? When the object falling freely, what is the initial velocity of the object? Tell me. Are you there, Chaitanya?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, my question is understood. Have you understood my question? So what is my question here?
If for a freely falling body, what is the initial velocity?
Yeah, so initial velocity means represented with letter u gada. So,
Yes, sir.
so what is this u here? Any object falling freely. What is the initial
U is
velocity?
equal to V minus 80
No, here u value is 0. Our common sense will tell us u value is what? Tells us u value is 0. Because it is initially starting from rest kada when it is falling freely. So initially 0 velocity. Understand? So as when you leave it with 0 velocity, it is increasing, moving downward direction. Why it is moving downward direction? Because this will act to downward direction. When g is acting downward direction, the object also move continuously downward direction. So at some instant it will fall, hit the ground. This is the happen. But when it is hitting the ground, is that a v velocity becomes 0? Velocity is the velocity when it is about to reach the ground. Is the velocity 0?
No, sir.
No, only where the velocity is 0? At starting point. But as it is reaching the ground, it's to have something velocity. The expression for something velocity we need to derive. So now first I'll convert first of all this equation of motion for this situation. Now how this first equation going to be changed for this situation? V is equal to, V is nothing but final velocity after time t. Let us take after time t the object somewhere over here. After time t, the object somewhere over here in its journey. When it is journey, object somewhere over here, its velocity become v. Then that v is equal to, what is this u for this situation? What is the u for the situation? For this situation, what is u?
Sir?
For this situation, what is u?
0, sir.
0 plus, what is the acceleration? What is the acceleration? Acceleration is acceleration due to gravity, so it will change it as a g into t. So but this g is acting downward direction, so you will get minus gt. So this is how the first equation of motion will change for this situation. Understand? Similar way, how the second equation of motion will change. What is the second equation of motion? Second equation of motion is s is equal to ut plus half at square. Second equation of motion is what? S is equal to ut. S is equal to ut plus half at square. Understand? In this case, how this will change this equation? As the object moving downward direction, it will cover some height. Understand? It will cover some height. When it is covering some height, this distance we can consider as height. Height traveled by the object is equal to u. U value for this situation is what? What is the u value for this situation? U value, this value become 0 minus half gt square. So finally it is changed into half gt square. Understand? This is one more. So this equation, the second equation will change for this situation this way. Understand? Similar way, how the third equation going to change? Third equation, what is third equation? This is your third equation. V square
minus u square is equal to 2a.
Yeah, v value is v square only, but what is u value here? What is u value? U value is what?
0, sir.
So 0 square is equal to 2. Acceleration value is what? G. So you can take minus g into minus h. So finally you will get v square 2gh. This is the way the third equation will change for this situation. Similar way, fourth equation. Tell me about fourth equation.
Sn is equal to u plus a by 2 2a minus 1.
Means here s you can take as a h. Height traveled by the body. Height traveled by the body in inch second is equal to u. What is the u value for this situation?
0, sir.
So 0. A value is minus g by 2n minus 1. So finally this equation will change as height traveled in nth second is equal to minus g by 2n minus 1. This is your what? Height traveled in nth second. Understand? Understand?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, height traveled in 10 second. So for this situation, these four equations changed as first equation changed as minus gt, second equation changed as h is equal to half gt square, the third equation changed as v square is equal to 2gs, the fourth equation changed as g by 2 2n minus 1. This is how the four equation going to change for freely falling object. Understand?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now any object falling freely, you can use this four equation to solve the problem. Understand? So here let's find some generalized equations. What are the generalized equations? First thing is we have to express the or else time taken for reach the ground. First generalized expression was what? We have to find time taken to reach the ground. Next generalized equation is what? What is the velocity it will reach the ground? With what velocity it is about to hit the ground? These two generalized equations we need to derive by using this equations of motion for this situation. Understand what I am asking? We need to derive some generalized equations. First generalized equation is what? Time taken for reaching the body. Second is what? Velocity of the object about to reach the ground. These two things we need to find. Let's start now. When the object is, let us take this is the object falling freely once again. This is the ground. It is falling freely from certain height h. So it is falling freely from height h. When it is falling freely from height h, what is the initial velocity of the object when it is falling freely? Initial velocity of the object when it is falling freely. What is the initial velocity of the object when it is falling freely?
0, sir.
0. What is the acceleration of the object? Acceleration of the object is a is equal to g. A is equal to what? G. Understand?
Okay, sir.
Now what is the thing I said to derive? First one is what? Time taken to reach the ground. Understand? Time taken to reach the ground. Look at here. The object is falling from which height? The object is falling from which height? Tell me. The object is falling from which height? The object is falling from h height. H height. Now this is h is a known value. Understand? H is the known value. By known values, we have to express our answer. Understand? So my question is what? Time taken to reach the ground. That is my question. How to find time taken to reach the ground? So you can use the equations of motion. Among the this is 1, 2, 3, 4. Among the four equations, which equation is helping you to find time taken to reach the ground? So here how many are there? 1.
Sir, V is equal to GT, sir.
GT, okay, I'll make you somewhat correct. Here, do you know velocity reaching the ground? In this case, do you know velocity about to reach the ground?
Yes, sir.
No, you do you know it? It is
No, sir, we don't see.
don't know. So we'll do the problems by knowing values kada. So to know that t value, we should know v value kada. Yes or no? To know the t value, we should know v value.
V value.
Since this is not applicable for to get the answer,
Okay, sir.
then which one is applicable for knowing the time taken to reach the ground? Look at the second equation. In the second equation, this is h. H is the height where it is falling. and g is already by default you know it on the earth surface. On the earth surface, what is the g value? That is 9.8 or 10. That is known things. Since this you know h value, you know g value, with this you can find time taken to reach the ground. Yes or no? Will you find time taken to reach the ground by using this equation? Yes, we will find. So how do you find then? So now if I use that equation, h is equal to half gt square. H is nothing but height traveled by the body. From here, rearrange this relation. You can write this is as 2h is equal to gt square. Understand? From here, t is equal to 2h by g, and from here t square is equal to h by g. From here t square is t is equal to under root of 2h by g. Okay, this is the time taken to reach the ground. This is the formula, time taken to reach the ground from certain height h. Understand? This is the t, this is the formula, this is the t. Okay, time taken to reach the ground is what? 2h by g. Understand? Understand, Chaitanya?
Yes, sir.
Similar way, one more generalized equation. What I said, what is the velocity it is reaching to the ground? Okay, again for this, when it is reaching to the ground, when it is about to hit the ground, it may have some velocity v, let us assume. When you assuming that it is hitting the ground with v velocity, what is the initial velocity of the body? When it is starting from rest, kada? When it's starting from rest and it hitting with v, and it is covered how much height here? It is covered, when it is coming downward direction, it is covered h height. By covering h height with initial velocity, it is reaching to the v position. Then which equation of motion is helping you among the four? Among the four, which equation of motion is helping you to find the v value? By knowing values, here 4 equations you have. In that 4 equations, which equation is helping you to find the velocity with which it is reaching the ground? Which equation of motion? Tell me.
Sir, third one, sir, v square is equal to 2gh.
Very good, excellent. If I use that, v square is equal to 2gh, v value is nothing but velocity about to reach the ground when it is traveling h height. Since we can write v is equal to under root of 2gh. 2gh. This is your formula for what? This is the formula for what? This is the formula for what? Velocity when it is reaching to the ground. So these two formulas are helping you. These two formulas are generalized formulas to know that to study the motion of the object when it is falling freely. Understand? Understand?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So now note down, based on this we'll do some problems. Is it okay? Based on this we'll do some problems now.
Okay, sir.
Can I do? Can I do? Yeah. First problem, note down. This is a example 1. We are doing example 1. This is a object falling freely from 10 meters height. It is falling freely from where? 10 meters height. It is falling freely from where? It is falling freely from where? 10 meters height. When it is falling freely from 10 meters height, what is the initial velocity of the object? Initial velocity of the object is 0. Acceleration of the object is g. The value of g I am taking as 10 meter per second square. So this is the data we have by observing. Now here my question is, in how much time it will reach the ground? Okay, it is at 10 meters height. In how much time the object will reach the ground? That is my question. Find out what is the formula helping you to solve the problem. Which formula is helping you to solve the problem? Understand? What is the time taken for reaching the ground? Chaitanya, are you there?
Yes, sir.
So, understood the problem?
Sir, once again, can you tell, sir?
This is an object falling freely. From which height? From 10 meters height. When it is falling freely from 10 meters height, what is the initial velocity of the object? Initial velocity of the object.
0, sir.
Very good. What is the acceleration object having?
10 meters per second square.
That is the acceleration due to gravity. Okay, you are supposed to say acceleration due to gravity, that is 10 meter per second square. Now my question is, in how much time it will hit the ground? In how much time it will hit the ground? Time taken to hit the ground. What is the formula I will helping you? Already I given one formula for time. Can you repeat the formula? The time is equal to T is equal to under root of 2h by g. T is equal to under root of 2h by g. So from here T is equal to 2 into what is g, h value? H value is 10. So g value also 10. We can cancel it. Time value is equal to root 2. The root 2 value is 1.414 seconds. So this is the time taken for reaching the body from the 10 meters height. And also my one more question for here. With what velocity the object will hit the ground? With what velocity the object will hit the ground? Do it. Which formula is help you to know the answer? With what velocity it will hit the ground? Understand? With what velocity the object will hit the ground? So for knowing that, we can apply the other formula, that is V is equal to under root of 2gh. V is equal to under root of 2gh. Then V is equal to under root of 2 into the g value is what? 10. The height value is what? 10. So finally V is equal to 2 into 100. So you can write this is 2 into 100 as 200. 200 you can write 10 root 2 meter per second. So this is your velocity about to reach the ground. Understand? This is the velocity about to reach the ground. Chaitanya, understood?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, can I give similar type one more problem? Note down this. I'll give similar problem. Similar kind problem. One more. I'll give one more. Yeah. So now same kind of object. One more example it is. The same kind of object. Now this is falling from. Let me take this object is falling from 50 meters height. You can take the object is falling from where? 50 meters height. This height you can take as 50 meters. The object is now falling from 50 meters height. Now here also this initial velocity when it is falling freely, initial velocity is 0 and acceleration is acceleration due to gravity, that is 10 meter per second square. Understand? Next it's having initial velocity 0 and falling from acceleration due to gravity. And my question is, what is the time taken to reach the ground? Here my question is, what is the time taken to reach the ground? Again the same problem. Do the answer here. So the formula for time taken to reach the ground is under root of 2h by g. under root of 2h by g. When it is under root of 2h by g, then t is equal to under root of 2 into h value you can take 50 and g value you can take 10. So 2 1s are 2 5s are 5 1s are 5 10s are. So t value is root 10 seconds. The t value is what? Root 10 seconds. So when this is a t value root 10 seconds, then similar way, what is the velocity of the object when it is reaching to the ground? When it is about to reach the ground, what is the velocity of the object? See, you have already formula. The formula is under root of 2gh. So v is equal to under root of 2 into g value 10, height value is 50. Finally, totally, how much? 250 is 100. Totally 1000. 1000 I can write as 10 root 10 meter per second. This is how we can find the answers for this situation. Note down. Yeah, we have one more question. I'll give one more question. Can I give one more question?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. See here, the question is, same object falling freely from certain height h. Same object falling freely, certain height h. When the object falling freely certain height h, its initial velocity is what? 0. What is the acceleration it has? That is acceleration due to gravity. Value is 10 meter per second square. But here the object is when it is reaching the ground. When object is about to reach the ground, it's maintaining the velocity as 10 meter per second. You can take as or else final velocity is become 25 meter per second. It is maintaining the velocity. It is when it is reaching to the ground, its velocity is 25 meters per second. When this is a 25 meter per second, so my question, first question is, what is the height which from what height the object is falling freely? Understand, that is my other question. So the object is falling freely, okay. So when it about to reach the ground, its velocity become as 25 meters per second. In this case, from what height the object is falling freely? That is my question. From what height the object is falling freely? That is my question. Tell me, from what height the object is falling freely? From what height the object is falling freely? From what height the object is falling freely? Can you tell me from what height the object is falling freely? Yeah, you can find easily the answer. So the thing is, what formula will use? You can use the formula V is equal to under root of 2gh. So this is the velocity of the object when it is reaching to the ground. When this is the velocity of the object when it is reaching to the ground, already they mentioned as 25. 25 is equal to under root of 2 into g value is 10 and h value is we need to find. So squaring on both side, SBS, squaring on both side. If I square on both side, this is 25 whole square is equal to 2 into, by squaring this root will get cancelled, 2 into 10 into h. 25 squares are 625. 625 is equal to 220 into h. Then height is equal to height from which of the object is reaching to the ground is, say 25. You can write as this 625 as 25 into 25 as it is. by 20. You know, 5 5s are 5 4s are, so 125 by 4. 125 by 4 meters height. From this height it is falling freely. So that is the way we can find the answer. Note down. And similar way, one more question also we can ask here. From which, what is the time taken to reach the ground? What is the time taken to reach the ground? So you can find the time taken to reach the ground by using the simple formula already, that is first equation of motion. What is the first equation of motion for this given situation? That is V is equal to gt. From here T is equal to V by G. From here T is equal to what? T is equal to what? V by G. Here what is V? With what velocity it is reaching to the ground? It is reaching the ground with 25 meter per second velocity. So you can keep here 25. What is the acceleration due to gravity? The acceleration due to gravity is 10. So finally it is 2.5 seconds. In 2.5 seconds the object will reach the ground simply. Understand? In 2.5 seconds the object will reach the ground. Note down. In 2.5 seconds the object will reach the ground. Next, one more question. I'll give one more question, similar kind. Can I give? Yeah, I'll give one more question. The one more question is same kind. This is an example. The object is falling from certain height. The object is falling from certain height h, and it is falling freely. When it is falling freely, its initial velocity is 0. Acceleration is acceleration due to gravity, that is g. 10 meter per second I am taking. 10 meter per second square I am taking. And when it is reaching to the ground, its velocity is 10 meter per second. When it is reaching to the ground, its velocity is 10 meter per second. Now my question is again, from which height the object is falling freely? Again my question is what? From which height the object is falling freely? So you can use again V is equal to under root of 2gh formula. So here V value you can take 10 is equal to under root of 2 into g value is 10 into height, h height. So in this case, squaring on both sides, SBS, squaring on both sides. When I do squaring on both sides, it is 10 square, it has become 2 into 10 into h. In this 10, 110 gets cancelled, then height is equal to 2 1s are 2 5s are. So height is equal to 5 meters. So from 5 meters height, the object is falling freely since it is attained the 10 meter per second when it is reaching to the ground. Similar way, one more question here. What is the time? What is the time to reach the ground? Time for reaching the ground. You can use this formula. V is equal to gt. So V here 10, as it is reaching the ground with 10 meter per second, and this g also 10 into t. 10 gets cancelled, t value is 1 second. So this is the way the object will attain the take the time to reach the ground. So these are the examples we have learned today. So once again I'll recall the situations. So this is the key points for the freely falling body situation. Okay, these are the main equations. These equations only we are using. So these 4 equations are very useful for freely falling body. Along with these equations, these generalized equations also useful. These generalized equations are The first equation is time taken for reaching the ground from certain height h, and this v is called what? Velocity of the object when it is reaching to the ground. These equations very useful. So for today we'll stop the session. Next class we have another class we have, so I'll stop the session for now. Okay.